All right. Welcome, everyone, to a strange episode of the Midnight Frogs podcast because we're technically not the Midnight Frogs. This is Team Bulge Bomb, and this is to celebrate the launch of Jetters Abridged.
Woo!
Joining me today is Big T Unit 1.
Hello, everybody, once again.
Codeblackhayate.
Greetings and salutations.
And Mugiwara Yoshi.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get the leche.
I'm a mop, and we're in Japan.
Gotta climb the fence. Okay.
So yeah, this doesn't really... I don't have anything to talk about because I forgot to set everything down because I've been playing a shitload of Bomberman.
well, that's it for this week. Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Scenarios. No, not yet.
Is there anything... So that this podcast isn't a complete disaster, people in the chat, are there any jokes, lines, whatever, that you kind of need explained or confuse the fuck out of you?
I'm pretty sure there are plenty of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anything Birdie said has blown your mind.
I'm gonna have to throw some out there. Let me see. Let me try to think. Let's see.
Paper mache sandcastles.
How about the opening? The joke with the just going.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, right. I think as I was watching the episode, I think Thorn pointed out that there were no mouths or really any orifices whatsoever. So I just started going into like a National Geographic kind of voice, just going, the bomber people cannot speak. The only way they can communicate is through frustration. And it's like, that's totally possible and totally awesome. And from there, yeah. Kind of went off.
Travis has a gift for talking without thinking, and yet the things that come out of his mouth are hysterical because shortly after that, the only way they can communicate is through sheer frustration, he added, they can only read it like what they have to say through assumption, and after they assume, they live in frustration. It's basically just a big rip on the bomber, on whatever they are, the bomber men we call them, having no orifices.
And you can imagine, though, if a society communicated by that method, it'd be quickly destroyed. It wouldn't last that long.
Why do we have a language?
Yep.
I said I'm gonna take music.
I'm expecting you to understand.
I remember when I was recording those grandmother lines, Thorn was like, no, do it even crazier angry. I was like, damn, I'm going to like push this to maximum for that last line. Like screaming in a pillow.
I like after the description, Shield just jumps out and you just hear a crash.
You land on top of a car.
I'm gonna run away now.
Let's see. SMX Sonic, you want fire in English is called fire explained.
It's kind of in the title.
Okay, maybe we could explain everything in the title because a lot of it doesn't make sense.
Hashikeru bomba.
Yeah, fire in English is called fire is a rip on this translation we were using of Jetters Abridged because they never dubbed it in English, but there have been fan translations floating around. And one of them has the title song. The lyrics are so damn weird. Like, in English, it's called fire. Hey, go de fire!
My favorite's still, what about fractions? We'll teach you with fire.
What about fractions?
That's how so random.
That's why I had that no-mouth fractions line, and everyone's like, why are they talking about fractions?
Well, wasn't there one, like, shiny male fire or something like that?
Yeah, beautiful male fire.
Oh, yeah, beautiful male fire.
The intro, like, in its native Japanese, the song sounds ridiculous, but still kind of fun. If you were to translate it, you would be the biggest dickhead.
I think a lot of Japanese songs are like that, though. They'll throw that one random English word that has nothing to do with what they're talking about in the song. You'll hear this, chiquero laundry! And you're like...
Yeah, they throw in random English.
And it'll literally say something like, I love you and laundry!
Hey, go to laundry!
Chiquero stapler!
Conchimelo wastebasket.
That's Gomi Bako, thank you.
Oh, sorry. I should have listened to the song.
Oh, fuck it.
Now that I think about it, it kind of sounds like an educational song. Fire in English is called Fire. We're going to show you about fractions. Is it just like about educational things?
I don't know.
That would be a painful episode to watch, Beta.
Wisconsin in America! So I don't know, something stupid like that.
20 minutes of Birdie musing to that jazz background. And you know what the weird thing is? I could totally do it. It's not impossible.
Yeah, we have well over 100 lines for Birdie. Because we have so much fun just coming up with shit for him to say.
We just sit. I mean, I think the first time we sat there, we spent about. We had a couple of really good jokes coming around for about an hour, throwing into the episode, and then another 3 hours of just sitting there thinking of Birdie non sequiturs.
And then a few more after we recorded Birdie's lines.
Yeah.
You sent me some of the recordings.
Yeah.
Great.
I can imagine you were squeaking.
I died when he mentioned the paper mache one.
Let's see. I think we missed some.
So the big question, people, is what's your opinion on paper mache?
I don't believe.
Well, I personally think it's a resourceful tool that you can use when you're making a mache of an art form. Because you see, back in 1966, I'm waiting for somebody to cut me off. You see.
I'm sorry, I left my plane at your house.
Wait.
Smash Bro needed Mujo's first whole scene explained. There's nothing to explain.
Yeah.
Look between his legs and everything makes sense.
You don't have to look in between his legs. The peripherals alone will catch your attention. You can't help but see it.
It's like he's dressed completely ridiculous. Really tight pink underwear, ridiculous pink glasses, shoulder pads, and a cape. But the crotch area is where your eyes are still drawn.
There's something about that bulge that's just not quite right. It's just too spherical.
And the way he walks, too, it's like a crab. He doesn't actually walk in waddles.
Yeah.
You know how much I chafe, good sir?
Gotta make through life by waddling.
You basically have to assume everything that the Higgy Higgy Bandit responds to him by. You have to assume the Higgy Higgy Bandit thought whatever Mujo was saying was perverted or was a double entendre. It's basically just running the crotch thing into the ground really early on so that we can actually develop his character later on.
Well, basically, when you deal with someone in real life, whenever you get someone thinking in a perverted method, you can say anything. But if someone's in that perverted mindset, everything will sound perverted. It just happens that everything he says is starting to get less and less subtle.
And, like, standing right behind Shiro with his crotch in his back, you are entering a world of hurt.
His crotch is bigger than Shiro himself. Yeah.
His crotch is bigger than Shiro's head.
God. I actually looked up the wiki on Mujo. Like, it turns out he's actually a professional wrestler, which is why he dresses like that.
He's based off them, yeah.
He has to be.
No.
Yep.
Higgy Higgy is not the equivalent of giggity. We're not that dumb.
Well, they actually, throughout the entire thing, all they speak is in Higgy Higgy. So no matter what, it's kind of like Chewbacca. They say that they make the same kind of sounds, but you can still somewhat understand them because someone translate for you.
Right.
In this case, that explains one of the jokes, because throughout this entire episode, whenever a Hige Hige would say something, Mujo would be like, "What? There are people attacking the diamond? What? The house is burning down?" It's that stupid convention of someone speaking exactly what the other person was saying that we had to make fun of.
What? There's a man in the well? I put him there.
Wait, when did we get a well?
He's not in the well, he's in my pants.
Same thing at this point. Let's see, what else do you guys...
I just realized something. If his underwear is tight, how could he fit so much things in it?
Because it's out of sight.
Oh, there you go.
Tight, out of sight.
I needed a clarification.
Which is kind of inaccurate, because anywhere you look, it's going to be in your sight.
Yeah.
You can turn around and you're going to see it somewhere.
I I think I threw that joke out there, and it's just like, that doesn't make any sense, but it's perfect.
It's a very Mujo line.
It is.
You don't need a telescope, just look right. Oh, shit, there he is.
It's something that you'd hear on some kid's show, but it makes it that much more inappropriate when he has that big of a crotch.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. I imagine it's because of the crotch they never brought it over to America, because it would be a pain in the ass to edit that out of every single scene for, 53 episodes.
You know, most people would probably just kind of post-edit in something in there, like a duck or,
Right over the crotch.
An ice cream cone.
Not for nothing. They could have gave him pants. I don't know. That would have been easier.
But then you just have a bulge through pants.
I mean, they do that for boobs all the time. I feel like they'd be able to do it easily.
Thank God I'm wearing denim jeans.
Well, it's not a pair of underwear, so it's different.
Well,
Thank God I have a vagina now.
Now I'm the ugliest woman in the world.
When did you start?
At least I'm pretty!
Who are you?
I'm a pretty man. We like to imagine that's where he's keeping his bomb.
We're keeping many things. It's kind of the portal of infinite tools, including.
We're going to be doing every.
Hammer space.
Yeah, Mujo's crotch is going to be the subject of many, many mysteries.
What's that? You need a ladder? Okay.
All right, turn around. Here you go. I know. I think someone very early on caught the eyes.
Yeah.
Mujo's crotch had eyes at one point.
I think when we were watching through the videos, me, you, and Code Black were looking through all the videos, and I just had to stand there and go, oh God, because I paused on this frame of him on his back, and they have a separate layer for just his bulge, so it looks like a head. So
Yeah.
It came out looking a lot like a turtle. So I was like, this is the most disturbing image in the entire episode. And so the eyes just came a natural part of it. Plus there's that little hidden joke that not everyone catches.
Which one is that?
The eyes.
Yeah.
It barely appears.
Also, Birdie's looking away, terrified.
I would too.
It's like he knows.
I never caught that. I'm gonna have to rewatch it now.
Oh, yeah. It's yeah. That's the whole. It makes because Birdie's line's ridiculous enough that your vision's based on movement, but then those eyes appear and it kind of went. Well, maybe what he said made sense.
Maybe that's the one point where you should actually be listening to him.
Yeah.
I should probably explain. I think someone either on a forum or in the comments thought Birdie was supposed to be really dull. What we're actually doing with Birdie is, for Jetters, you kind of think he's like the smooth, cool. I think Travis put him like the sex idol of the series, which I guess is appropriate if you're a furry. But
well, it's more of this is the kind of guy that you see in the series that's going to be in a smoky jazz bar, just smoking a cigarette and drinking out of just some scotch, straight scotch out of a glass. And everything he says is going to be cool and slick, and he's going to be the kind of person to get all the ladies in the series, if, of course, unless the main character was there.
But in our case, it's all that, except everything he says is just batshit insane. So he'd be sitting there with a cigarette, he'd take a puff, look over at you. I fucking hate dolphins.
just kicks over a chair. I need a rake.
The Zach of the series, what?
Who's Zach?
Saved by the Bell Zach? I don't know.
No.
Smash. He's like the wise old hippie who you go to for advice, but you always know he's high.
I think it's fair to assume that whatever he says, he thinks is true, and he would never use a drug in his life. But he's so convinced of what he says, but clearly he just does not have all the tools there to put into a logical state. So
smart, he's mentally collected, he just doesn't have his shit together.
Exactly.
Owls are useless in a recession.
I love the extended version of that. I wish we used that one.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna use that later.
All right.
Yeah, that's the first hint that something's not quite right with Birdie, is that owls are useless in recession. That has nothing to do with what they're talking about. And then he sees, like, because in the original, Mighty's looking at this picture of him and Shiro. In ours, Birdie just knows he has the picture, but Mighty doesn't have it out. So Birdie's going to keep you guessing, just like Mujo's bulge.
Well, he's a character that, I mean, what he says kind of is true. I mean, owls are useless in recessions, but who gives a shit?
We're getting married! I need a couch.
I don't think you quite have it yet.
I don't trust yo-yos. They'll never have my back.
I just realized it'd be impossible to drive this thing if my right foot was cut off.
I think about these things.
And he suddenly gets antagonistic. Like, if you did too, you'd be a leader.
I like the fact that, I mean, that's early establishing that he thinks about this, and he thinks it's a useful thing that he's musing. And I don't think anyone really has the guts to tell him that he's wrong, because he's not, but he's just that deep and complex. Let's just say that.
I like to think he's just thinking about something and says it out loud. Like, he just doesn't have a filter.
Kind of has a selective listening, because he could be talking about anything, and then he'll just start talking about his stuff. I knew you were cool, but I got something to say.
So I was drinking a soda yesterday.
Sodas don't deserve a fair trial. He carries a lot of bear mace.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. So what's the deal with Mighty?
Mighty.
Mighty was just Mighty was kind of a fun one to think of, just because he had so many very odd things about him, but he was supposed to play up so cool, like the strange one-eyed visor and the the cape. He's walking around with one-eyed visor and a cape. He has to think he's badass. That's just how he is.
Because you think the visor would be a hindrance, like cut off his depth perception, but then you think about it, he's a bomber. You can't really miss with bombs.
You don't even have to aim with a bomb. You just throw it in a general direction.
I don't care if it hits me, it's going to hit you too.
I don't get why he has that at all, though. I mean, like, later on he takes it off, so it's not like he has a lazy eye or something.
Well, it's that weird reason in some of those anime where you'll see a character wearing an eye patch, and then when they take off the eye patch, their eye is fine. And you're like, why? Why do you do this?
I didn't think you were going to like me.
My left eye has no personality.
You don't need to meet it.
It gives him street cred.
Space cred, whatever.
Space cred. Represent.
Represent.
I stole something from a convenience store, and I don't want the manager to find me.
Yeah, the original Mighty is the very supportive, very, very kind big brother.
You know,
definitely wants Shiro to grow up. We made him an ass. He's the when he first goes up to Shiro, like after Shiro's being a idiot throwing bombs at people, he's singing the Superman theme, and he's got Birdie playing backup for him
with assistance.
I love that.
He asked. That's the thing. He as he flew, he's like, "Hey, I need you to do the backups for the Superman thing again." Oh, fine.
Doing it so many times, how could I forget?
I think the first time we figured out he was kind of a dick is the whole "Don't interrupt me" line.
Yeah.
At that point, he's like, God, he's a dick.
Yeah, so he's like the big famous, I think refer to him as like the legendary Bomberman, because I think we're supposed to assume he's the original Bomberman, but he's totally let the fame and the power go to his head. I love that. It's like, I think Louie's dead. Don't interrupt me. And he wasn't talking at all.
It goes from a good 5 seconds of pause, so no one was clearly talking or being interrupted.
And he just said what Shiro said anyway. And then later on, he kills Louie again.
He just... Go on.
That was a joke he had going on pretty early, was the whole siphoning from the bloodstream joke. Just because Louie's just always either asleep or just not moving.
Yeah, so... Louie is extremely lazy.
Oh, Duck Bunny. It's really cute, though.
It is.
Yeah, he's cute, but he's kind of like Shiro's own punching bag or slave.
Slave, I think, is a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, slave.
I like to do. I like to do was running out of breath. He just went, "You don't have to be a dick about it.
You have to be a dick about it.
Yeah, that's.
I think I took that joke from when the whole Doro breathing hard with the backpacks. And I was going, man, he's riding a rabbit who's barely bigger than he is at a running pace through the woods. That's just
After
cruel.
he sucked all the adrenaline out of his body.
And Mighty killed him again.
Yeah, that's a lot to explain. Well, for the adrenaline bit, that's one of the first jokes I had in mind when I first attempted to write this script back in November. Like, I stopped after like 2 pages. But the adrenaline bit I had in mind because I don't want Shiro to be the cliche dumb protagonist. I want him to be smart. He's a bit of a kid. He's a little bit naive. We're playing the Bombermen because in Jetters they can create these things from bombs. Like, I think Mighty makes some flowers. At one point, Shiro makes a duck. So we're playing them as essentially gods. So Shiro doesn't quite know how to use his power. He's a bit of a problem child, but he's not dumb. He's intelligent. He's just still a kid.
I think it comes from that god power, though, where he's just like, I can do anything and fix anything. I'll just blow up shit now. It really doesn't matter. I'll just rebuild it.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I decided Shiro should do something kind of ridiculous. And Louis, always lying down, always asleep. Shiro sucked his adrenaline out.
And I love the fact that Louis just comes to life instantaneously in most cases.
Well, he's a guy who can just... There you go, Louis back.
He's like a phoenix, but, part rabbit.
Yes, Louis is his name in the anime. That's his name in the franchise. Shiro isn't technically the Japanese name. It's Shirobone. It's just, which is Japanese for white bomber. But I shortened it to Shiro because it's more of a name.
And plus, how boring would it get after a while where your character's like, hey, honky. Hey, cracker.
Hey, white bomber man, the Baumeister.
The
Bob. Let's see, what have I forgotten? I know someone mentioned there is a bit of a canon to the Bomberman franchise, and Jetters is just loosely based on it. But I was going to talk about something else. What was it? Louis, adrenaline, Shiro, not dumb.
The one English-speaking Hige Hige bandit.
There's
the
that.
deep one.
The one.
I love that.
That was kind of an idea that we were passing around at first, and then I remember we paused in the second of animation. I noticed that one of the Hige Hige's bandits' eyes were just not right. Like, everyone else had these really wide pupils, and he had these really narrow ones. And then Thorn just went, that's the one that's going to talk. Because his mouth moves perfect.
So, just out of nowhere, it's like, what the fuck?
I had to stop the video for 2 minutes because I was laughing so hard at that.
How can you not? I noticed a lot of the jokes were kind of yelling and ridiculous, but it actually worked, which I'm glad for.
Plus, it's always fun to yell as deep and guttural as you can really do. In that case, as soon as we're trying to think of a line for it, and nothing exemplifies confusion like, what the fuck?
And it kind of fits his really tiny eyes.
Yes, it does. And if you don't hear it, he also says no shit when everyone else is saying Hige when they pose.
And then later, when that other Hige was getting on Mujo's nerves, he's the one that punches him.
That's why I hear,
whoever that was gets a raise. Smash Bro wants us to do our own Higes so we can differentiate them. They're essentially the same. Like, mine's like, Hige! 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 Hige!
And there's also another Hige in the group who's not doing it.
Nope.
Come on!
Nope. Her.
Higgy!
Hige just...
Sorry. I'm going to stay outside the 3-person circle.
I did always think it was odd watching that one Hige just kind of flailing and not saying anything. And like, and sitting there just flailing silently. So it's kind of an amusing image.
Because that's in every show with characters that don't speak the language. Like, especially if they just say this one thing, and that you gotta have the one guy translating for them, but translating it directly back to the person speaking to them. So, what? You want me to translate everything you say?
And it's silly because, in real life, if someone said something like, I'm going to the grocery store, and then someone said, what? You're going to the grocery store? You'd be like, you're a dick.
It's like, can you not hear me?
I know what I said because I just said it to you.
We're not even on the phone. I'm right in front of you.
I'm the only person here.
I have a brother. You have a brother? Yes.
Beta Solution asks, what's the joke about Mighty and Grandma? You guard junk, your brother guards a junkyard. That's a joke about college education not helping.
Yeah. If guys are not in college, you'll learn that the type of degree you have, sometimes it really doesn't matter. So, in the case of, we're making a big joke of those degrees that are like, probably not the specialty degrees. They're more of those degrees where it's like, you'll be working at Walmart.
You have a few philosophy majors working with you, don't you?
Yes, I do. I work at Best Buy while I'm going to college, and I have 2 graduates with philosophy majors working with me, and that's their job. So,
Are they still in grad school, or did they get their
they're already grads. They have their masters and they're already graduated, but they're not getting jobs because they're philosophy majors.
Let's just philosophize about Best Buy.
Exactly.
I was originally thinking like art major or like an art graduate. But then Code Black mentioned DeVry, and it's just I thought it was funny to rip on an actual college.
Yeah. And then you always hear about communication majors. It's kind of like someone who's a business major. You hear there's like a million of them.
So that's what it was, where Mighty guards junk because he's a communications major. He has a cousin who guards a junkyard because he is a graduate from DeVry. So it's just a big rip on college degrees.
Take that, college degrees.
Don't be a hater.
Take that, education. Sorry.
I may be working towards a music degree, but at least it's one towards like engineering and producing, something that can work in the business aspect.
Yeah.
That's good.
No more school for me. Yay!
Yay!
It's just you can't imagine a situation where, let's say you're at some major company and where it's like, we need some help here. We really need someone who knows philosophy.
We need to decide if it's okay to kill people over in China.
I know, we'll get all the philosophy majors we can find.
What do you think? Well, it gets us money. All right, let's go.
And to all you listening who are philosophy majors, I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure every college professor was dying at that line. I can relate.
Am I what I'm listening to real? No, sorry, going to philosophy there.
I don't know. You could use it for morals and law. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to take philosophy for my degree, so.
Are the Doritos in the bag or the bag inside the Doritos?
Is the bag even real?
Is this even?
Did I spill the chips on the floor and not even realize it? Because there is no bag.
Let's see, what else? What other jokes?
One of my favorite jokes about the entire thing, and I crack up every time I mention it, is the teeth gnashing joke. Gets me every fucking time.
That's just because Birdie's a bird, but he has teeth.
Yeah, we know. Just in one of the scenes, he had a beak and teeth. And then Thorn did that teeth gnashing sound like, I gnash my teeth.
I gnash my cool teeth at you.
I died. I was like, that has to be in there. This is perfect.
Because he's a bird. What's the purpose of his beak if he has teeth?
Well, it's kind of like, I didn't notice till later, but that barman's Barman Mighty has like 2 pairs of eyebrows. He has thin
two
ones
pairs
and
of them?
he has thin ones and thick ones.
I didn't notice that.
I kept on looking. I was like, that looks so odd now that I noticed this.
It's probably the same reason why Birdie has hands and he doesn't have wings.
Because he's not a bird, he's Birdie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's completely different.
Short for bird-esque.
That changes everything.
But yeah, look at a picture of Mighty, and he has 2 sets of eyebrows.
Well, there you go. He has the Y at the end of his name. Mighty.
Look at my tea.
Look at my eye.
Or I.
I gnash my teeth at you in frustration. That's funny. I gnash my teeth at you in frustration.
Oh yeah, but check these out.
It kind of makes me wonder, how do the bombers eat?
Through sheer
They
frustration.
siphon it into their bloodstream.
Yes.
Point.
They basically just take food and smear it in their face until they think they've eaten it. I think I'm full.
Let me check my antenna. Yeah, it's yellow. It's yellow.
I think I'm not hungry anymore. It's so hard to tell.
Well, maybe the antenna is like an indicator. If it's red, like, okay, I'm good.
Maybe they dip that into food. It just does.
Like a hair washing sink, they just dip it backwards.
I'm looking for that scene where one of them actually does eat, and they show them put food towards their mouth, or where the mouth should be, and just see how that works. And I do honestly just think science went out the window for this series, so I think we're thinking too hard.
Quick, use your philosophy degree.
Philosophize.
Let's see, what was in the joke?
The shark was kind of random.
The shark.
The ugly shark. I don't know. I had the whole scene about him being shot with the giant laser and the lighting cigarette thing. I don't know why I said shark. I just said shark. So there, he's a shark.
Oh no, it was because Mighty, being the big superhero that he is, he could just fire off into the sky and he would help someone out on some random planet. And originally it was like, woman is about to be eaten by a shark, and I killed the shark.
Yeah.
So that was like, that's a little too dark. So we made it completely stupid. The woman is about to be hit on by a very ugly shark. And
it feels
I
it
lit
needs
her
to
a
be
cigarette.
And I feel like you have to save someone from a very ugly shark. If it was a handsome shark, this wouldn't be a problem. Plus, it's just pushing more towards the lack of moral compass that Mighty has.
I like how after Birdie and Mujo, after they gnashed their teeth, Mighty just turns around, this is getting stupid.
Well, it is.
I even pointed that out when he did the joke. I was laughing so hard. It's like, this is just so stupid.
Yeah, when I first did it after laughing, I was like, is that a little too dumb?
Yeah.
So I think as long as Mighty points it out, then it's kind of okay to just keep getting stupid.
And I like the thought that Birdie never really saw the Cosmo Diamond the entire time until the very end of it. He doesn't know what the hell he's guarding.
Yeah, it's like, so the diamond was probably still there, and he lost it. So then Mighty had to come over and find it for him, and it was right there. And it was like, and later on, they're angry at each other. Sorry.
I'd also be kind of angry at him too, because I mean, imagine having to sit in a room with a guy in complete silence and occasionally him just musing at you.
Think you could conjure up some water in that huge head of yours?
So, have you seen any baseball games?
I bought you some soap. You're welcome.
But I shower every day.
Oh dear.
I bought a helmet yesterday and we got married. We don't see eye to eye. I think the thought of Birdie just being so serious about what he says is the joke of it. I mean, he'll never get loud and angry, even if the situation kind of warrants it. So, yeah. That's just how he is.
Someone mentioned, Beta Solution mentioned, they all have things, like they have no mouths, so it's like a race of Dororos. That's one of the things I love about this, is that I have to lip sync little to none for the bombers. So it's even easier than when I lip sync Dororo.
Seriously?
I actually had the editing done in 4 days.
Yeah, he kept on messaging me like, "Oh yeah, I'm halfway done." Like 2 days in the mixing, I'm like, "Are you insane?"
How long have you been at it? Oh, 2 hours.
No, it was like 5 or 6, but you know.
Well, but he'd be like every 30 minutes, he'd send me a new section of clips to check out. I'm like, "How'd you finish this so fast?"
Because Thorn's a beast.
Thorn the beast.
Yeah. Like a lot of it is just them staring at each other with no movement, just talking.
It makes you want to kind of go lazy with those situations, like episode that has a lot of Dororo, where it's like, hey, it's about a 10-minute long episode of The Abridged. We should make 8 minutes of it Dororo conversations.
No. Better yet, Dororo farming.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Farming makes me lonely.
Well, he loves doing it then.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish to be lonely.
That's the only place he's comfortable.
Let's see. Talk to
people.
Sarge. Talk to Sarge or grow some lettuce. Lettuce.
I am lonely. Yes, I am.
You'll talk to me, right, Mr. Sprout?
Lettuce never sasses me. He knows how to appreciate me.
Except for that one fucker. Grow, damn it!
I can't even bother to talk to the pumpkins. I'm not there yet.
I keep tripping over them.
They're the bullies of my patch.
It's full of Kara.
That just reaches into the realm of insanity.
He named some of them too. I'm gonna grow some Giroro tomorrow.
I like the thought that he grows all these things and then just goes to destroy them afterwards in a vent of frustration. Not pay attention to me, huh, Kiro? Blah!
He still haven't learned my name despite me being friends for 500 years? More, maybe?
Take that carrot, Kiro! There just needs to be a part of the episode where you already had to say row, but you should have a row.
Dororo. well, that worked because it's like the first syllable was Z. So,
Yeah.
so Z. So it was like, I'm gonna try. Well, Dororo, like something like that. Because don't row.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
We're just going off on Dororo stuff.
Pretty much Dororo jokes.
Oh, come on, Double Doofus. You don't need to cry.
Double doop. Come on,
Okay,
Dorito.
I haven't thought of that one. Okay, let's switch back to Jetters mode. So, let's see. What's the last?
There is the final part, because I don't know if everyone watched past the credits, but there was a little final clip. But at the very end, as they're flying away.
Yeah, one last bit of Birdie to tide you over to episode 2.
I loved that one.
I haven't been invited to prom in over 35 years.
Oh, that's one of the quotes I tried in real life.
You're not even 18 yet.
The worst part is I'm 26.
I know. I'm not even there. That was the best part, just seeing people's reaction.
Birdie has a lot of lines that you can say in public. They'll never be in context with whatever anyone's talking about, and you will get some very interesting responses. And if any responses, facial reactions.
You do need to try the reaction. Wait, you're hitting on me? If so, what's your name?
I haven't tried that one yet. I need to do that one.
Or maybe just, are you hitting on me? If so, what's your name?
They don't even have to be hitting on you. They just be asking you something or talking in your general direction. Sir, are you gonna? Here's your change. Are you hitting on me? So, what's your name?
My problem is it would make me laugh, so I'd have to bite the inside of my cheek just to keep me from laughing.
Oh, hey, Yoshi, you dropped your pencil. Are you hitting on me?
You're hitting on me. So, what's your name?
I kept a pretty straight face while doing it, but that was luckily over the voice chats. But I think if I did it in public, it'd be sitting there just like, come on! Willpower!
I actually managed. It's not all that hard. Because I laughed about it before I tried them. So.
I did make Thorn choke on something while doing those lines, so...
Yeah, you made me choke on either spit or air.
Both.
Both. No, at one point I had to bend over and recompose myself. I was like, oh!
It sounded like you had your face in a pillow. Were you all right?
It was just my hands. Yeah, I was fine, but I did have to recover shortly after.
So I think throughout, I mean, they were having conversations about how things would go, and I'd be sitting there just silent for a good 5 minutes, and then just say one of these lines out of nowhere without context. It's like, well, what?
I think it was that I just started laughing.
He's just too much fun.
I imagine by the time we get like halfway through the series, we'll still have enough Birdie lines. Like, we won't even have made a dent in the Birdie line list.
And even
we'll
then,
just
I
keep
feel
adding
like,
to them.
Exactly. We'll keep on thinking of more.
I better put this in the Birdie files.
I thought it was kind of silly that in that series that the Bombermen are able to create balloons. It's kind of the opposite of a bomb.
And it turns out that's the most deadly of their bombs.
He destroyed the Bomberman moon.
Again.
Wait, brother, we haven't reminisced on how big of a jerk you are.
Yeah, he added that in. I thought it was great.
We are going to reminisce about you being a jerk!
I like how he says it after he forgot everything. So.
Balloons have that effect.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mighty, when'd you get here? Oh, you're leaving? Okay.
I like the fact that the Higa Higa collect junk, because it kind of makes sense, because when you look at the Higa Higa, like the first scene where they're on that penis ship or whatever you call it, they're sitting there talking to the leader, and there's all these like crowns and jewels and stuff just sitting there. Like, are they just kind of hoarding them? Are they hoarding them because they're valueless? I mean, come on. Maybe they're just stealing for the hell of it. I don't even know. Seems kind of a waste of an organization.
Kind of makes you think of what the robbers do after they steal the thing. Like, yeah, we got the money, now what? Dude.
Buy more junk so they could steal more. Like
we
Birdie
can't
said.
buy stuff. We can't buy stuff we're wanted. Oh, yeah, fuck.
I like that line that Code Black added with it. I don't even live on this planet.
She wasn't going to say anything at first, but then she said that. It's like, that's extra funny, where he picked up a damsel on his... Like, he was in a ship flying towards Planet Bomber. Did he have to, like, stowed away somewhere?
That's what I was wondering. It's like, does he keep him around just to make himself look more heroic? Can I finally just go home now?
That's probably how he just picked the girl up off the street.
That's extra terrifying. Kind of worried for the girl now.
Nothing make you look more heroic than a randomly pairing with a girl.
Yeah.
I rescued her from what? I rescued her.
Seemed like the most incompetent thing to do.
Yeah.
I like how he doesn't let her down until he stops singing.
Just like singing really loud right next to her ear after her being shoved inside of a small spaceship compartment for like 3 days as they're flying to this planet. She's probably starving and cold and scared.
I rescued you.
You should be grateful I rescued you, for I am mighty.
I was just petting a puppy.
He was going to bite
calls. Mighty away, whoosh.
Code Black, why are you pelvic thrusting in the chat?
I don't know
Wait,
what you're
what?
talking about.
Oh, what is this? What?
Gluteus Maximus.
Okay, shoot, Kenshin EX, who I have no idea who that is. Well, so Kenshin EX asks, what is Richard Nixon actually like in real life? Well, he's a lot shorter in real life. And contrary to popular belief, he is in fact half mecha.
I'm a tall, statuish man.
He's Bongo.
That's not nice.
I don't know. Let's ask Birdie. Hey, what do you think?
He's not Team Jacob. He's Team Edward Cullen. I'm sorry.
Lame.
Team Sparkle.
Even lamer.
Don't hate on the Sparkles. They're awesome. They're awesome.
I don't even know what they are, but I know they're lame.
I put
Where
sparkles
I come
on
from,
these
we
rock
call
I
them
made.
stars.
Where I come from, we call it body glitter.
On my hand.
Body glitter.
I put glitter on my pictures, but I don't want them to look better than me.
That's another point for Travis.
I think I was going to mention why Bongo is the punching bag, but we never got there.
We want to talk about it?
There's not much else to say other than Jetters is kind of made of a ragtag team of suck.
It really is.
It kind of reminds me of another team.
Yeah. They've got this big armadillo half robot thing that's Bongo. Gangu, this mouse robot. Looks like a cross between a toaster and an iPod.
Even in the original series, Birdie was like the only competent member of the team. And so, like, for some reason they made the girl that appears in episode 2 the leader, and she never does anything, so she just yells. I think that's her power.
She's a bit of a
That's
jerk.
why her name is
Yeah.
Shout.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
It's in her
Shout.
name.
Yeah, her name is
Shout.
Shout.
I just realized we're always abridging people who suck out loud. Like Sergeant Frog, Carol, and the guys are useless. Best wishes, well, it's Ash. Mystery Dungeon, the team didn't do shit.
Team
Now
retard.
Team Retard is even their name. We never have like people who are normal.
Well, it's fun to imagine a team coming together and them having no ability or drive. It's like, why is the team even formed? For what purpose?
At least Sergeant Frog has an excuse. It's the military.
Yeah, they have to.
But then why did they sign up for the military in the first place?
Well, they were giving out free T-shirts.
Mhm.
So. It was the one sign-up date.
Code Black's
They gave
having
him
this whole
that.
conversation
They
with
gave-
people.
Sorry, what?
Code Black's having this whole conversation with people in the chat.
So she's not talking to us. Okay.
I see how it is.
That is how it is. I'm sorry, guys. You've been replaced.
I can't even get in the chat, so that's just rubbing it in.
Why can't you get in the chat?
Because my
Does your computer
was-
fail?
Yes!
Poor fail, computer. Poor fail.
I haven't been in like a Skype chat. No, Skype. Oh yeah, I've never been there. I've been like in a podcast chat like ever since. Let's see. I think the last time was like the SFA 6 party. Ever since every attempt after that, I can't get into chat because it slows down my computer. So I just sort of stay away and wait for you guys to tell me if they ask me something or something.
Someone just asked you how many looks it takes to get to the center of paper mache.
For me or Travis? Because that sounds more like Travis.
What the fuck's a Tootsie Pop?
They definitely asked you, Yoshi.
I remember saying that line. I think I said that line while parked, and it made myself laugh. And I noticed a woman was looking at me through the car next to me because I was sitting in the car and I started laughing at the joke out loud, going, "How many steps to the center of a Tootsie Pop? What the fuck's a Tootsie Pop?" And I look over, she's staring at me, and I just wave at her.
You should follow up with Bertie after that.
You should have rolled down the window. It's like, what's your opinion on paper mache?
Make her feel even more awkward. Just drives away even though the lights
Are you hitting on me? If so, what's your name?
Would you like me to hit on you? I've got a ferret.
What the fuck? I got a bear. The question was for me. What the fuck's paper mache?
Does it have an H?
What the fuck is paper?
That's one of the things I'm so confused about Kara overall, is he illiterate or are there just certain things he can't figure out? Because there's points like he can read addresses, he can read lottery numbers, he can read letters, he just can't write himself.
Is he really reading lottery numbers, though?
Well, it's possible he's just making it up of the two numbers he actually knows.
Yeah.
He lost it, so it just picks up like a postcard. Oh yeah, the 4.
He's just looking at a clean napkin.
Oh yeah, lottery.
9.
I haven't got it.
4. Palm tree.
I haven't got it for tomorrow. Hope it's the napkin. 4. 4.
He didn't have to write in Arial Black.
I can't read Helvetica.
Hun, help! No, wait, God, oh no.
Write in Ring Dings or Get Out.
He still wouldn't be able to read. What's the Skittles for?
So Jetters.
Yeah. So Jetters.
Jetters.
Any more jokes, characters, whatever you guys need explained?
Or just want to hear about.
Or, yeah, just want us to talk about, because a lot of this is just random talking that got put down.
No, we could just say Jetters for about 2 minutes. So Jetters.
Jetters.
Yeah, Jetters.
Yeah, Jetters.
Everything from the Bulge Bomb intro through Mighty saying "Go to hell" has the most structure out of everything. Everything else is just batshit.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's how most of these series tend to kind of end up, because you go, damn it, what happened to plot?
Okay, we start with character development. Oh, fuck it, let's do whatever.
Well, that's more fun, so.
Yeah.
Need your plot.
Yeah.
There we go. It's kind of a request, but Doro sings the Bulge Bob intro.
I gotta find the lyrics first. I can't remember them all.
I actually know it by heart, surprisingly.
No mouth fraction, man with no pants, bird, armadillo, and mouse robot.
No mouth fraction, man with no pants, bird, armadillo, and mouse robot. Fire in English is called fire, riding on the back of a duck bunny. Bulge bomb!
Fractions make me lonely.
Fractions remind me that I'm not with anyone.
I have to divide, it makes me sad.
Fractions remind me that I'm divided from my family.
I would love to. I'd love to hear Doro sing "One is the loneliest number."
He'd cry halfway.
Exactly.
Like in the lonely dance.
It's the loneliest number.
Just the two of us.
We could make it if we tried.
I don't want to try anymore.
I'm going back to the garden.
I'm gonna grow some carrot.
Do you want to talk to me? No, you never do.
So, Kenshin EX I can't see your screen name. Kenshin EX asks, what inspires the voices you guys use in the show?
Most of them are based on the original voices, or at least the kind of voices you'd expect for them, because Mujo, total Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage thing. You can imagine him saying, brother!
Pretty much
Easily.
the entire time.
So everyone was
Gotta shoot a laser, oh yeah!
big phallic laser, crotch, laser, crotch. You get it now.
One thing that I kept on emphasizing to Thorn is that if you end up voicing Shiro, do not get even close to the Japanese character's voice.
Oh, no.
That is the most annoying high-pitched squeal in the world.
And that's
So
one of the things
obnoxious!
that's actually one of the things why I stopped watching the original Jetters, because I saw a good 20 or so. But that voice, I don't care what anybody says. He's not a boy. He's not a boy.
It's
Just
not
imagine-
a little
yeah,
boy
imagine-
voice. It's it's a high-pitched girl's voice.
Imagine 30 minutes of listening to Yoshi's lesbian squeal. And that's kind of a good idea.
Actually, I think people would love that.
for 30 minutes, though. 30. And
Yeah, I'd probably mix it up after a while, like stuff like
oh,
that. So,
God.
sorry.
Oh, God.
Now throw in One-chan, or what is it? Oni-chan. A few of those in there.
Oni-chan! Oni-chan!
It sounds like he's a little mouse.
Someone asked, what's your favorite Sergeant? Oh, what you going to say? Oh, one of the questions we got from Hina89 is...
We're not answering questions yet.
Oh, right.
We're probably going to get there soon, though.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was your thing, Thor?
For Shiro, Travis had the suggestion of doing a higher Fuyuki, but that's this! And I can't do that.
Wow, brother, you gotta be dick!
I can't...
I siphon his adrenaline into my bloodstream.
You don't have to be a dick about it.
And that's terrible. And honestly, a slightly altered Tamamo works pretty well. It's just give it its own mannerisms, make it a little quieter and more, I guess, balled in. It sounded more appropriate. Birdie went for the cool, low speaking voice.
I think it's the voice I just did when I first just said the line, I fucking hate dolphins.
Yeah.
Just like,
That's
use
it.
that.
You got it locked up. Way to go.
Yoshi, were you trying to say something?
I was about to say, you can actually tell the difference between Lesbo 1, Tamama, and Shiro, so hey.
Yeah.
Even though
I'm
it's
able
not the same.
to alter them enough that you can tell it's a different character.
Yeah.
Has very malleable falsetto.
Yeah. I think you guys were here when I was singing Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Code Black, that was Lily.
Yeah.
You weren't there, we read it out and everything. It was great.
If you haven't, guys,
Fantastic.
search. If you didn't hear me singing it, go on YouTube and search up Kate Bush Wuthering Heights. I can sing that pitch perfect in a falsetto.
I swear to God, we were there and everything.
Let's see. Higgy Higgy Bandits, we just went with the original and had the one that can speak in English, and he has the deep voice and everything.
And he's named Deep One.
Yeah, the deep one.
I'm thinking of naming him Dan. After both Higgy Higgy
I like
Dan,
the
which
Deep
is
One.
the deep one.
The deep one makes him sound like a god.
I am a god.
Fuck you!
Once I
He
get
learned
paid!
English. He learned English. That's good enough in Japan.
Yeah.
Of course, it'd be kind of funny if he was just, I see get a bomba!
Bomba!
He
No,
should
he
do
probably
a
said-
version of the original Bomberman theme.
Yeah.
let's see, I was thinking of calling him Dan eventually. Like he'd be a recurring character, sort of. But calling him Dan because the Japanese name for Hige Hige Bandits is Hige Hige Dan, and because of my friend Madcap Operator's name is Dan. So.
And he yells profusely.
Yeah.
You want to hang out? Joy Division!
I got these concert tickets. I'm sure you can still hear me.
I mean, I know we're not at the concert right now, but I can still barely hear you.
Okay, guys, we have to be really quiet. You don't want to wake up.
Dude, don't even go there.
Damn it, Dan!
I got us some leche.
The leche!
The leche.
He's multilingual.
It's called a biblioteca.
It's funny because I know what that is and you guys don't.
Ego de Hanashimasu.
I know
Me
some of
too.
Yarimas!
Damn. Me too, Des.
Carol asked.
Kuro S.
Yeah. Get sister!
What was the Gutsu-san?
From the last time, that was just making fun of putting random Japanese into it when it has no purpose being there whatsoever.
It just made it funnier because you hear this like, "What are you thinking, Gutsu-san?"
Thorn has a tendency to do that when he sees like a word that's being repeated, like he says it with more emphasis the next time.
But anyway, voices. Mighty was originally going to be a slightly prouder Dororo, but it ended up just being my voice, kind of my narrator voice. Beta Solution asks, are you guys going to bring in other characters from other shows like Fuyuki? Not likely.
I'm a Bomberman, Waka Waka.
I'm a Bomberman.
Yeah, let's keep it at 2 separate light years.
I'm a dolphin, Waka Waka.
Yeah,
Like Mighty throws something, Carol feels like, what the fuck was that?
Actually, bit of a spoiler, Mighty's gone after this. It may look like he's the protagonist of the series. It's actually Shiro. Shiro's the protagonist of the series.
Shiro kind of does a 180 in his personality when
Yeah.
he gets to the second episode.
What the fuck, Smash Bro?
Hey, Gutsu-san! Want to do the soda cracker, Gutsu-san?
I'll think about it. I'm gonna go over there now.
Taro said.
I'm gonna go hide behind Moi Dono.
Moi Dono.
I did a backflip. Nobody pay attention.
Whoa!
You're-
Where did that guy go from?
Because you don't realize, Birdie doesn't get angry or flip out. So, yeah.
He's always calm, like a force is on fire. Huh. Leaves.
Horse on fire. Do we have any marshmallows?
No, I don't need your attitude right now.
Talking to a tree.
I don't know why, but marshmallows make me lonely.
Yeah, meanwhile, in another dimension, Doro just clutches his chest. Ah!
Smash Rose asks, Smash Brothel asks, when are Jetters episodes going to be released? Those SFAs released monthly. I'm actually all for starting on the next one because I think I had Jetters done in about a week.
Yeah, it really didn't take long. And I mean, like, even when he was mixing episode 1, he's like, we need to start episode 2 now!
Let's do it now! Come on! Come on. I'm ready to play pancake! I'm ready! But, yeah, I could easily do Jetters episodes, like, maybe 2 in between waiting for SFA episodes. Because Jetters, we had the script done in just 2 sessions, maybe even, two writing sessions, which is about 2 days total, maybe 3. And then 4 days of editing, and like completely editing everything. So
from the intro to pretty much every aspect of it was done in that little week period of time.
But how many hours is that?
Let's see, 4 to 5 hours each day, so it's about I'd say 15 to 20 hours total for editing.
So, like, I remember one of the ones we were doing led to that whole midnight radio deal that we did. Because the first thing we did was start reading Birdie non sequiturs over the radio, and then we just started going off of those other ones that he posted.
Oh yeah, over the edge radio. My favorites. I'm the ruler of Britannia.
Yeah.
I like when you're reading the broom closet line as yourself. Excuse me, this is a private Jetters closet.
It's funny when I listened to it back, I did that line the same exact way I did when I did it for the SFA. I was like,
kind of hard to cock it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to hear those Birdie lines because those are kind of spoilers.
Yeah.
Some of them. That was the first thing we did.
Well, one thing you'll learn about, because dolphins deserve death, but you'll learn that Birdie really is not a fan of marine mammals, really. If it has to do with any mammal that lives in the water, he kind of has a problem with them. Not quite sure why. He just does.
And a few other birds as well.
Yeah.
It's like owls are useless in a recession. I fucking hate dolphins.
And we won't spoil it.
No. But you're going to notice a lot of really disturbing connections between the things Birdie says. He's going to be an enigma, and we're not going to attempt or even bother to try to explain any of it. We're just going to point it out and let you guys try to unravel this yarn ball of a disaster that is Birdie.
It's kind of a jawbreaker of a joke.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't notice the eyes and the eyes that we put into that one scene, go back and watch it because it'll scare the shit out of you. You didn't see it the first time.
They're cute though. If I didn't know what it
they're
was.
Shiro's eyes.
Yeah, if I didn't know what they were attached to, I'd think it was something cute. But it's attached to something that's not cute. So yeah.
Well, it's not cute because it's really big. If they were tiny.
Yeah, that and a couple other things.
Because you're a girl. If it's tiny, you laugh.
I'm not going to touch that one.
You would?
You just lost some points there, mister.
You lost sparkle points. You lost 10 sparkle points with that comment.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
I'm not
Did
a
I
sparkly guy.
Did I get a
I
banana sticker?
No, you don't get a banana sticker.
Oh.
Have I ever lost any points? I need to know. I need to check my status.
You're -2 only.
Fuck! Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, fine. I guess.
Because Thorn is like -306.
Oh, okay.
Do I not have any
thought it was
positives from being nice?
You do, but you keep losing them. I don't know why you keep losing them.
I thought it was like golf. Like he has 300. Oh yeah, great, thanks.
Yeah.
I have sparkle points, but they're in the form of coupons.
What kind of coupons?
Coupons to buy 5 dinners, get 1 free.
Let's see. Where?
Sizzlers.
Okay, this will count.
Okay. Sad thing is that I have to buy all 6 dinners for myself for it to apply, so...
Forever alone.
Forever alone.
You got any other things to talk about Jetters? Because I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, go ahead and mention any more. I imagine we're getting pretty close to having everything done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the shark is Mexican. Just saying.
Yeah.
He is.
That's important. Let's list it down.
Might as well mention it.
Well, he's probably Dominican because I don't know if Iconio is used by Mexicans.
Let's see. I see Hispanic kids all the time. Do they use that? No, they say I weigh. So.
You say
Yeah,
he's probably
that's how-
Dominican, but
Those
he's still a
jerks.
Spanish.
No, that's more Mexican, really. Because it's pretty rare when we say puto pendejo. We say mama huevo or something. So. Or coñazazo. We always like spice up the last couple syllables of like a curse word to make it sound more dramatic. I don't know why. Like it doesn't even mean anything. We just sort of added letters after the curse word. I don't know. It's just a thing.
I don't know why, but I'm looking forward to killing Louis many ways.
Yeah. His death is really not going to hit with too much impact because
He died, what, 2-3 times in
I
episode
think-
1?
let's see, he died 3 times because first time he's like, I think Louis is dead, and then Mighty kills him again, like really quickly, and then he kills him on the way out of the museum. So yeah, 3 times.
Just waiting for you guys to just have him drop at one point.
That's pretty much what happened, though. I mean,
But you see it. You see just gonna go.
just,
Does that technically make him a zombie?
That's why he's green.
Wait, why is he so fast though?
He's a runner. That's why.
He's a rage zombie.
you clearly don't understand the physics of a duck rabbit zombie.
Point.
Duck Bunny!
Duck Bunny.
Duck Bunny!
Are you going to give it, or am I going to have to take it?
You get? You see what happens when you point it out?
I like the fact that they traveled by that little small ship in that very cramped space with all the Higa that were with them, and also they stuffed Shiro in there, and clearly where he was stuffed is very close to Mujo's bulge, so it was a hot, dank, dark place near a man's bulge.
I like the expression Turkish bathhouse.
Yeah, that lays a comedy. So you have to imagine Turkish people are rather hairy, so.
Mujo looks pretty smooth, I gotta say.
He waxes. With half the space and double the bulge.
But does he wax down there? That's the real question.
Well, maybe that's why it's so round. It's like a fro.
That's where you hide.
Half a roto testicle.
So does he hide like all the items in his pubic hair?
We don't know. You're just gonna have to
his
guess.
hair. Yeah, I know.
Let's put that in the philosophy bin. Okay.
These characters just kind of fit the philosophy area, because you have to question how these things work.
I think it's better, unlike with SFA, we don't explain too much.
Oh, no.
You just kind of have to think about it.
It's by your own interpretation. And also, I think the only reason we made Bongo a punching bag is that we kind of felt that he was useless. I mean, all the characters pretty much useless, but at the same time, I feel like Bongo tries, but people still find him useless. I remember watching an episode where he's training Shiro, and I still felt like he was useless. It was the strangest thing. Because he didn't learn anything. Because he still did the same attack.
Bomber sumo?
He never does a sumo.
He does in the opening, but not anywhere else.
There, that's exactly where he does it. I hate you for turning on to that song, though. The Bomberman song. We're sitting there like, I remember you saying, like, I hate this song, and then I find myself driving my car going, ha, chiquero, bomba!
I know. I told you, it's a ridiculous song, but it's addicting as crack.
The same old lady washes you.
The old lady pulls up to me another light. This guy again. Of course, it's generally a voice act in my cars, so it's probably not the first time I've been looked at.
That's right. I'm legally your dad. Hello.
God, imagine me in the car, just driving. What the fuck's an H?
Roll down the window. Excuse me.
What the fuck's an H?
What's this letter?
That's an H. What the fuck is that?
What's that? Okay.
How the fuck do you spell hello?
I think it's in the center of the...
I just imagine me.
I'm
I'm legally your dad. I just
Then quickly say 3 licks. Like, thank you.
And then put the window back up slowly.
No, it's like you look at them so seriously. You hold out your hand, you shake theirs, you roll up the window, drive away.
just very slowly.
While still staring at them. Like,
On the highway still.
everything. Like, the world has been opened up to you.
Like even on the highway.
So sincere. Thank you.
Thank you.
I even drive the car slowly, even 10 miles an hour, even on the highway.
Like, you just lightly press, like, you just roll away.
You roll away while these cars are behind you honking.
Speed limit 45. I'm at 10. What the hell's wrong with that guy? Whoa! He learned the licks of the center. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I just imagine you doing it in like an area where like a park where you go, thank you, and as you drive away, you start rolling into the grass to hit a tree or something. Really slowly.
I have to get my permit first. That's the first thing. I can't drive.
That's funny.
Do that on your test. When you're taking your driver's test.
That's gonna be my answer for one of them.
Or
Taking the driver's test, you're just slowly driving towards a tree, and they're like, turn.
here, you passed your driving exam. Here's your driver's permit. Thank you. Rolls up the window.
Drive away. Say speed.
I can imagine that being a very practical prank, like a guerrilla comedy.
Uh-huh.
So just put comedy in ways you don't expect. And take it. Thank you. Drive very slowly up a curb into the grass and bump into a tree and
Like,
just
you know,
sit there.
You just slowly, just like, you sit there and then you see your turning signal come on.
After like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I bet even the driving instructor would get a kick out of that.
Roll down the window. You guys can pass me now.
You roll out the window and then you pull out a hand turning signal.
Or you roll down the window and you go, don't worry, I gave you the right of way.
I think I'm actually gonna do that now because you guys. Watch me come home. Guess who got his permit?
And a new dent in his car.
They won't give you a permit, though.
Roll down the windows, take your head out. I'll have a Big Mac.
And then pass out.
Imagine that in a drive-thru. Yeah, I'll take the number 1. Sure.
Thank you.
After I get the food slowly still.
I'm going to have to do that next time. I'm going to pull up to McDonald's and it's like, here's your burger, here's your fries. Thank you.
And very pull away from the window.
I'm just
all the way
gonna
down to the street, and then
I'm just going to release the brake. It's just going to slightly roll out.
and if it doesn't go anywhere, you're sitting there.
Yeah, but I'm still just looking at him intensely.
Open the bag slowly and everything.
I love ketchup.
I'm sitting there for a good 5 seconds, pause, then, and some barbecue sauce.
Can I get some extra napkins?
Of course, you'll never be allowed back at that McDonald's ever again. Yoshi, didn't we have an idea for, like, going into a Burger King and shouting ice cream or something?
Wait, we had an idea for that?
Something like a prank. You would go into a Burger King, shout out ice cream or something, and then walk back out.
I think I kind of remember what you're talking about. Let's see, let me think. Because that does sound like something I would do. Just go into a Burger King and just shout something and leave.
I like the idea that you run into one of these fast food places and go, ice cream, you run outside really quickly, and then you ride by on a bike that like you're self-advertising yourself.
I need to go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. Let's see. I think I kind of know what he's talking about. I don't remember, though.
Ice cream!
I don't think it was ice cream. I think it was something. Because something me and my dad do is, like, when we're, like, driving somewhere, like, for anything, we'll just, like, roll down the window and, like, we'll just, when we're driving by them, we just yell something at them. Me and my dad do it all the time. It's the best.
Just pull by someone, roll down the window slowly, and go, your car's an ugly color, and just drive off slowly.
I think I should use that one. Because I remember this one time we said something, and it's like this woman, she keeps walking, but she looked at us like a lizard. She didn't even turn her head. Like, she just moved her eyeball. And she just kept walking, and we're just like...
Just one eyeball.
Yeah, just one eyeball. Like, okay, fuck you too.
There was a point I remember when I was, is early on in my work, and I had to try, whenever I had to drive to work, since I don't have the air conditioning, I try to keep the uniform off by the time I get to work. So I'm tucking in my shirt as I'm walking through the door. This woman pulls up and goes, hey, you should do that in a private place. And I looked over for a second, I just looked at her and went, well, can you at least give me a hand? And she drove off looking all angry.
The zipper stuck.
Yeah, my zipper's stuck. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're just talking about yelling things at people.
I still like that idea. I really want to do it sometime. It's just to roll up to someone, stop, roll down my window, look over, just go, your car's an ugly color. And just slowly start rolling away.
Roll down the window. I'm in a car.
Or just roll down the window and roll down and go, I don't know how to drive. Then drive off.
I like that one. Ugh. I imagine we're coming to the end of the main podcast.
Yeah, I think we're just thinking of ways of abusing our car privileges at this point.
Well, before I call it quits, so to speak, I do want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I've been planning Jetters Abridged since the Midnight Frogs started. So at least January 2010, probably since like December 2009. So getting a chance to do this, like actually having an episode out, is really great because this is kind of my baby project. I grew up with Bomberman, like Bomberman 64, Bomberman Hero, as a kid. I've loved the games, and I really like the anime, so I suppose I have a bit of a special connection to it. But not only that, getting to have a debut episode that was I'm sorry, Yoshi, this is the funniest script I've ever been involved with. I am really proud of it, and I couldn't have done that myself. if you read the first draft, which was only 2 pages of my first episode 1 Jetters script, there are barely any laughs to be found. And this episode was utterly hysterical. I'm still kind of laughing at it. So I couldn't have done it without you, Travis, and you, Code Black. Big thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You had really funny ideas.
I sat there and snickered when you guys started talking about Bernie. Like I snickers during the podcast.
You had jokes with Mujo. You kind of initiated the whole birdie thing.
You're the one who came up with the intros. You're the one who came up with the idea. Oh, I can't say it.
Yeah, don't.
Intro ideas.
We're going to be doing things with the intros, and Code Black came up with a few really good ones. And hopefully we can, or you can add more ideas into the episodes from here on out, because there's a main female character, Shout, that I want you to voice. So you'll have much more involvement from here on out. I'd say you're integral to this, definitely.
The series is not a sausage fest anymore, so welcome aboard.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Now you know how I felt when SFA was made and all that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I know that script is like better than anything I could ever make. Which is pretty much like when I saw it, it's the main reason why I want Travis to help write SFA 9. Because imagine just him and us.
I think it's a team set for insane destruction.
Lily actually suggested it.
Really?
Yeah, it was Lily's suggestion, because she helped us write episode 6, and we tried to get her to write episode 7, I believe, and it just didn't work out. And after seeing this, she pointed out, you have a lot more chemistry with us in terms of the ridiculous writing than she did, so I thought that was a good idea. And then Yoshi heard the script writing session, and it was essentially drafted you, so...
Right on. I'm cool with that. I'm totally on board.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I'll just leave the room when you guys do Jetters.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys want any Burger King? I'm gonna go to the drive-thru.
But yeah, thanks, Travis. Thanks, Code Black. I'm really glad to have this episode out, and I'm really looking forward to doing more episodes. I honestly can't wait to work on 2.
And when a producer has that much excitement for his product, it's going to come out good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So my advertisement said, "Listen, you motherfuckers!" Sorry.
That's good.
Golf clap.
Hey, golf clap. You kind of got to do it really fast, though.
How fast can you clap?
Let's see. I'm kind of using my 4 fingers for this. Let's see. I have my palm here, and I just go.
Fuck.
That's the fastest I can go, and my hands hurt out. Okay, take your 4 fingers, and okay, have your left hand out, and just use your 4 fingers and go really fast.
I can't do it.
It took a while to get used to for me. Although when it gets tired, I can't do it anymore, and I have to switch hands.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
See,
big roundup for everyone.
Yeah.
I do have to give. After a while, I got really inspired by the comedy of watching some of the SFA episodes. I found them to be particularly hilarious. So I can't take full props for having ideas for that kind of thing. It really does take the kind of pacing and design that Thorn really brought into the editing. So you have to give props to yourself as well. It really came together because you put it together.
I agree.
Well, thank you.
Drives away.
You gotta mix the 2 jokes I did. You should just pull up to a drive-thru, and once you get the burgers, thank you. And as you slowly start pulling away, barely at the end, go, ice cream! Yeah.
Oh no, thank you. Just look at it. Thank you. Turn away. Stare forward for a second. Turn back to them. What's your opinion on yeah.
Turn back slowly.
Just think for a minute and then go, what's your opinion on paper mache?
What's your opinion on paper mache?
Do it in the middle of the night too, like Taco Bell when they're open at like midnight.
Oh, wait, that's a good idea. You should do it like at midnight.
Yeah.
Like when the night just happening, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Or or go to the drive-through order. It's like, can I take your order? What's your opinion on paper mache?
I'm so gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. If I get like a camp, if I get like a, sorry.
I need a camcorder. I want to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring it. You guys won't see my face because I want to keep the mystery alive. But
I just want to do some birdie musings via drive-through.
What's your opinion on paper mache? What? Have you ever built a sandcastle out of paper mache, only to realize it's made out of sand?
Sir, that's not one of the items on the menu.
Oh, the number 3.
Like after a while, I'll take a number 3. To get the manager and everything. What's wrong with you? I'll have a number 3.
Anything else? Oh, you want to have a conversation? Okay.
Have you ever thought that you could drive a car with your right foot cut off?
I can't drive. I don't know how I got here.
Is this McDonald's? Yeah, it's McDonald's.
I like the idea. I'll have a number 76.
Hey, you guys still sell Whoppers?
I'd like some chicken. Which kind of chicken? I just want chicken.
Surprise me.
Surprise me.
The patty in a bag.
That's not what I wanted.
I can't be Travis.
You okay?
Oh, God. Oh. You son of a bitch, you made me choke.
Now you know how I felt during the scripting. After I go to go to the drive-thru. I forgot how to drive. Can you drive me home?
Or pull up to the window and say thank you and just sit there for like a good 10 seconds, then look over and go, I'm out of gas.
I can't breathe. I need to breathe.
You can tell the guy would be so bored he like completely missed it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Oh my god. That made my day.
Have some plans for the next time I go to a drive-thru.
Buy a camcorder and do it.
And I'm not going to face the camera towards me. I'm going to face it towards the drive-thru, so I'll just do it in Birdie's voice. Birdie orders a burger.
Put a spy camera on it on your hat or something, so they can see through your hat.
Birdie vision.
Buy food. Can he do it?
I can make a legitimate order through Birdieisms.
I'll have a number cockroach. A 50 diameter plank.
And our airplane's free.
Smash Bros. Kind of had one, but I don't know about the part. It's just driving up to goes up to the drive-thru, or like the drive-thru speaker. I like your name tag.
I could just pull up to the, can I take your order? Hold on, I'm eating.
Or just not now, I'm eating.
Yeah.
Sir, you can't do that in the drive-thru. I'll get to it eventually. So, anyway, thanks again. Gonna end the main podcast recording.
This has been one of the more random podcasts.
Yeah, but that's fine.